So tonight, just a quick video on comparing two Cabernets, and one that I was just rewatching a video I'd made on this wine specifically, and it's the Gallery Plein Air 2017 Napa Cab. And I'm pretty sure this is made by some winemaker of like La Jolla or some cult cab. It doesn't matter which one. The winemaker that has something to do with this or makes this. And every time I've seen this wine in a store for $50. And I got it for like $30. And I had the 2016, it was amazing. And that's what I said in the video, and I should look to buy more. I couldn't find more of the 2016. So the 2017 just came out on one of these discount wine sites. There's a number of them, and I think they're just trying to unload some stock that they got for some decent price. And these were 30 again. So I bought a 6-pack because I'm going to share these. And at the same time, this is also different vintage. So 16 is a better vintage than 17. 17, although a fine vintage in Napa, isn't as good as 16 now. Might have nothing to do with anything, but just for the record there. This is the Monticello Vineyard 2019 Jefferson Cuvée, $35. So $5 more than that one, I think. And I had this before. This is the one that I messed up. I did a switcheroo. I didn't realize that I was drinking this, but I did, and I wasn't so thrilled with it, not even really knowing. I kind of faked out. I wasn't blinding myself, but I faked myself out. And I just took it's got a volatile acidity to it. That's what I think's throwing me off. There's some red fruit and dark fruit, but I'm getting this balsamic, volatile acidity type of aroma. I typically get that in cheaper Cabernet from California. It's just that aroma typically, unless it blows off, is an aroma of cheaper Cabernet. So color-wise, gosh, this one, the Gallery Plein Air, is got a far darker quarter rim. Yeah, it's definitely got more viscosity to it, without a doubt. And it smells totally different. This has like a blackberry fig jam, blackberry, black cassis. I mean, this smells more unctuous on the nose. Alcohol-wise, is there a big difference here? Sometimes alcohol shows up as a bigger bodied wine than a wine that's less alcohol. It doesn't mean it's better or worse, just stylistically different. I don't see the alcohols on these that quickly. I'd have to search this more, and I don't really want to belabor it, so there's another aroma in there. It's like dare I say though, it's a velvet cake, red velvet cake. I haven't got that aroma in a while. There was a Syrah called Papa's Block from Carlisle that after I let it open up for like 2 hours, I smelled red velvet cake. It didn't taste like red velvet cake, but it absolutely smelled like it. A little of that here, a little of that. There's some baking spice, just a little bit there as it's opening up. Yeah, just not as impressive on the nose here. Which one do I go with? I'll just go with the Monticello. Medium finish, medium acid, medium body, medium tannin. It's like medium across the board. This tastes a little better than the first time. I know I'm not giving it any great grade here, but I think it tastes better than the first time I had it. I just Corbined a little bit more. This wine really might develop over time, not a lot of time, and certainly in the glass or in a decanter. Just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna try it again later tonight. Now there's a sourness to it. Pomegranate. It's like a pomegranate on the finished pomegranate cranberry. And the acidity's there. It makes my mouth water a little bit. There's more acidity on this than expected for a cab. I wonder how much of this is Cabernet, and if there's another grape in here. I don't know. That would be interesting to look up. So, the gallery now. Oh yeah. This has that like delicious factor. So this is more in your face, delicious, unctuous. I think they're just stylistically very different. I think the gallery is better made, I think, right this moment. I'm gonna let this sit. The gallery is more big and unctuous and dark fruited up front, and long finish. I'm still tasting it. Medium plus tannin to high medium plus to high tannin. Acidity is more medium minus. This on the palate's more stylistically what you expect out of Napa. It's what you'll pay $50+ for. This tastes more than $30. It just does. I'm glad I bought it. Would I buy 6 more? That's the real question here. I opened this tonight and decanting some to see would I buy 6 more of these. I think for $30 the answer is probably yes, although the 18 and 19 vintages out of Napa are fantastic. I hope this wine comes out on that discount. Yeah, there's a little bit of a spice that I like too, baking spice. Like a cinnamon clove. There's a ripeness. Yeah, the tannin's there. This one could age a little bit longer too. A little more oak, I think. There's definitely more of an oak treatment here, I think, a little bit, but it's not overpowered by oak. It's a good wine. The second time I've had it, so I've had the 16 and 17. It's a good wine for the price. For that price. I think in a store for $50, I said it tastes like a $50 wine. I don't want to pay $50 because I paid $30. I'd rather pay $30. Interesting dilemma there. Anyway, 2 stylistically different cabs. This one, both Napa. I don't know exactly where in Napa. It might just be a source grapes from somewhere, one of the AVAs, and put it together. Might say on the back, but I'm not quite sure. If I do an update on this tomorrow or the day after, I'll address it. For now, I definitely would buy at the gallery if I see it. I think I'm gonna buy 6 more. I think it makes sense. I think it's a good house wine, sharing wine, midday wine when I want like a big, unctuous, delicious red wine. I am definitely in desperate need of some whites. I've really been drinking some Rieslings lately, some Finger Lakes and some aged Chard. I've been drinking a lot of white, and I have no weekday whites. I'd like some Rieslings from Alsace to just have in the $20 range. I think I found it's the main Weinbach, I think, that I really like the Riesling from the other standard Riesling. I think it's like $25. Definitely need to buy a few of those. Just have a few standby. I'd like to get the Frog's Leap Chardonnay, which is I think like $20. I'd like to get it. I'd maybe buy a case of that just to keep it around. But I don't see that wine. Shale and Stone, it's called. Frog's Leap Chardonnay, Shale and Stone. Anyway, why am I talking about whites? But all I'm saying is I need some. 2 stylistic different reds. I prefer the gallery over the Monticello, but the Monticello could develop more in the glass. We'll see. Let everybody know. Have a good night.